Hi doll babies, welcome back to my channel. And today, or actually tonight, we are doing a video on cooking with LiiLii, and we're just going to be very casual, cool, calm, collected. I'm so thankful to have you guys tuning in. If you're new here, welcome to my channel, and if you've been here, you know that I appreciate you so much for all your continued support and for returning and tuning in each and every time I post a video. If you haven't, please hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and hit the notification bell so that you are notified each and every time I upload. So, you guys, I have failed as a parent. It is after 8:30. I have not started dinner and I need to make something quick, and I want to make something healthy. So what I have decided I need to do is create some pizzas and create some vegetables so that it will get us through dinner tonight, which will be late, as well as lunch tomorrow. So one of my son's favorites is potato and onion. So I want to start to cut up the onion. Now, I have been a wellness coach for about 5 to 6 years, so I kind of understand the ins and outs of what the body needs. However, I've been a meat eater my entire life. Now, I do have no meat days, and my son will do no meat days. However, I have not convinced him that he should be 100% vegan, and honestly, I'm not sure if I ever will. So, when I used to work at Whole Foods, we had a lot of training, and I learned a great deal. We also had a book section, and in that section there was a book, and I discovered this probably in 2012, so that's approximately 7 years ago when I worked there. There was a book, and it was titled Eat Right for Your Blood Type. And without disclosing too much of our personals, my blood type is one that was the very first vegetarian. So that probably explains a lot of my digestive issues. I lost my gallbladder and things of that nature because I honestly cannot handle a very extremely high protein diet, fried foods, high cholesterol, but I'm a Southern Belle, so that's how we grew up. And a lot of this, what I'm doing tonight, is based on growing up on a Southern diet and learning how to make do with what you have available in the house and making hearty meals, whether they're considered healthy or not, for the family. So I can't take a lot of heavy starchy foods. It's very difficult for me to break down. Red meat is extremely difficult to break down, and even more so now that I don't have my gallbladder. My son, on the other hand, actually has a blood type that thrives off of starches and carbs, so it's actually really good for him to have those types of food. You know, there's no one size fits all solution or situation, and there's a flood of information out here. You know, there's a wealth of information, and sometimes we get it right and sometimes we don't. I just try to lead a healthitarian lifestyle and honestly just hope for the best. But I know what foods serve me and what doesn't, because I've been a clean eater myself, and anytime I put things back into my body that don't serve me, I pay for it. So my son, on the other hand, doesn't really understand the concept. Plus, he's younger. His metabolism is extremely high. So the foods don't necessarily affect him in the same way that they affect me. And it's challenge sometimes to find balance when I would be just fine with the protein shake, but he actually desires hearty, filling meals that still include meat and potato, you know, starchy things. So all I can suggest is that if you have decided that, you know, having a plant-based diet is what you foresee for your future and your children, you need to go ahead and start them at the very beginning. Do not even introduce them to meat, because it's a very difficult challenge to reason with them about the health benefits when they're so used to meat. So I'm just slicing up potatoes. This is a meal that I've always done since I can remember. Well, actually, that my mom always did when we were kids, and it would usually consist of squash and potatoes and onions sliced up. Hit it with a little bit of flour and season it really good with salt and pepper. But I love seasoning herbs, so I put way more seasonings than my mom did back in the day. So I'm hitting it with lemon pepper, just all kinds of seasonings when I season the potatoes and the onions. I don't have a squash today, so I think I'm gonna hit it with zucchini instead, which is also just as amazing. So we're gonna try it that way, and I can, you know, slip in some hearty vegetables on him without it being too much of a hassle. So I'm gonna continue to get this stuff all cut up. And let me know in the comments below if you are a Southern Belle, if you are familiar with this meal, if your mom or dad made this for you as a kid. I know that it's very filling. I have to go very light if I have a little bit of it, you know, very sparingly, because it just doesn't really want to digest for me very well. So I know my limits, and I try my best to practice them. But you know, it's hard trying to cook for 2 to 3 different lifestyles, or 2 to 3 different health necessities and things of that nature. You know, I mean, I really could survive off of vegetables if I had a personal chef that would do it for me, and I didn't have to be up at 8:30, 8:40 after a long days of work trying to cook. I mean, I'd be thrilled. But with it just being me in the kitchen, sometimes it's difficult. I mean, my son, he will come in and he'll cook spaghetti every now and again, but again, that's one of those things, it's like usually not that great for me, because unless I get rice pasta, it's gonna hurt. So I'm gonna rinse these off. I'm kind of OCD about potatoes and stuff, even after I've rinsed them and cleaned them. I've never done it this way, but I'm just gonna use parchment paper to go ahead and get it seasoned. This is really in my way, so I definitely want to clean as I go. Alright guys, so I went off camera and I decided to finish up the vegetables. So a lot of this is going to go in with the potatoes, but some of it I'm going to saute because I want that for the pizza that I'm going to make. And so with the potatoes, I just go in with the seasonings, like my favorite seasonings. We have coarse pepper. I just go in and I season with that. onion powder, not too much because I've already got fresh onions, garlic powder, all the good stuff. I also like to throw turmeric in and on everything because it's pretty much odorless and tasteless. Old Bay seasoning, cannot not have that. You guys, this Bragg organic sprinkle 24 herbs and spices seasoning is everything. I mean, it brings out the flavor on anything. Salmon, a salad, potatoes. It just does it all. Red crushed peppers. Yeah, I put this on my salad. I love it on everything. And it has amazing health benefits. So even though the potatoes are not that great of a pick, I am putting some amazing seasonings. Pink Himalayan sea salt. And I just go in with that. And this Goya, if you haven't seen this go viral on Facebook, then you're missing out. Oh, and a little bit of lemon pepper. I absolutely love to put lemon pepper on. Yes. And I get my seasonings from different places, so it's hard for me to store them because I had these perfect glass bottles I was getting from the grocery store, and then they don't sell them at that grocery store anymore, so I don't know where to get them. But I do all of that, and then I toss in my onion slices. Toss that in, as well as a touch of zucchini. Because remember, I'm going to save the rest of the zucchini for the pizza. And I put that all in there, and then just with a hint of flour. The flour just gives it a little touch of crispiness. Not too much, but just enough. It gives it a southern flair, a little batter. And my son loves it, loves it. Yeah, just kind of, normally I do it in a bowl, so I'm trying something different. And I just, sometimes we would use like paper sacks and shake stuff up just like as you would do fried chicken, but I don't really do fried chicken anymore. But you can just throw this around with your fingers. And I've already got some hot grease going. I usually use grapeseed oil or avocado oil because those can stand high heat, but I'm out. So I actually had to use vegetable oil as a backup and just go with it because I wouldn't want to use extra virgin olive oil on this type of recipe because it requires high heat. Woo. Little sizzle. It looks amazing. It smells amazing. I'll bring y'all around with me so you can see. So yeah. So I just let that kind of just do its thing and cook. I eyeball it. I really want it to have a touch more salt and pepper because I feel like salt and pepper, when you have that on there, you just can't go wrong. Are you starving, child? My child?
I wouldn't say starving, no.
And I like to take a lid and put a lid on this because that's gonna really just help it cook even more and give it that added bit of moisture. And it actually helps to make the vegetables soft. Loves this. Like, he goes all the way in. So I'm gonna top that off. And then I'm gonna go ahead and start the saute process for the pizza. So I'm just gonna let that marinate just a little bit for the pizza. And then, yeah, put those bell peppers on there. And then I'll garnish, I won't saute the green onion, I guess. I just got so much onion. I mean, onion is so good for you, but I just have so much of it. I just want to talk to you about the ground beef and the pizza crust that I'm going to use. So I'm going to bring you back around here. All right. So the ground beef, if I'm going to have to buy meat, I usually try to get the best quality, but you know, who can you trust these days? So I went with Whole Foods grass-fed ground beef, and that's what I'll be using for my pizza. And then these crust, these are LiiLii's. You guys, LiiLii's crust is so amazing. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and try to prep the ground beef and then get the pizza crust ready. Before and during this clip, something happened with the audio and the video pausing after I had gotten a FaceTime or a phone call. And I was basically saying just let the pizza crust sit out and thaw while you're prepping everything, and that I'd be right back. Okay, so by now you would have already had your oven preheated to 350. And you know, your meat, if you're gonna choose meat as an option, should be brown. I took the vegetables that I sauteed originally in this skillet and I just put them in a bowl, and then I just threw the ground beef in here because I'm trying to not use many dishes. So I'm definitely trying to be resourceful. So now what I'm gonna do is bring you back around here to where we originally started. And I want to focus on the sauce and the pizza crust. So what I love about this, when I opened it, it had a cute quote, and it says, "The best connections start over good food." How cute is that? So that's the pizza sauce. And normally my son loves to help me with the pizza sauce, but he's been trying to get ready and prepare for bed so that all he has to do is eat. But you know, we just spoon it out, put it in the center, take the spoon and roll the sauce around and spread it evenly. I don't know if he wants to get in on this, but okay. Put it in the middle and then just spread it out. And the potatoes seem to be doing really well as well. And you start in the center and work your way out to the edges. And
you spread that out a little more.
Yes.
It's very uneven.
And then we don't really eat a whole lot of cheese around here like that, so we kind of do good by that part. So we have meat and vegetables, and I think we'll be satisfied because we have a good pizza sauce and everything. So we have one more crust that we want to take care of. Just round it out. And like I said, these pizza crusts are very thin, so I guess we don't overdo it with the sauce, but I think they hold up pretty well. I don't like a dry pizza. I like moist, so I like to add a little bit more sauce, but this young man will be able to take one of these in his lunchbox tomorrow, so that's very exciting because he absolutely loves pizza, and I feel like when we can do it homemade, it's a little bit healthier. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the ground beef and just add it. No particular form or fashion. It's too late for perfection at this rate. We're just happy to have the meal, and we still have to bake. So anyways, I would recommend you bake for about 15 to 20 minutes. Just watch it, because like I said, these are very thin crust, so it's not going to take a whole lot of time in the oven, that's for sure. So I'll disperse the meat, and then we're gonna add yummy heaps of vegetables on there. No perfect rhyme or reason. We're just adding the veggies. Yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum, yum. Everything just smells delightful. It's amazing how you can maybe not be too fond of vegetables, but you saute them, give them a little flair, add some flavor. You're actually excited and happy to eat them. So, you can definitely do this veggie style vegan. I really wish I would have utilized my shallot, but I forgot that I even had it. So now we're just gonna add these and pop them into the oven. To the oven they go. And hopefully we can eat. I really wish I was a wealthy work from home influencer, so I wouldn't be making my baby's meal this late, but I let time get ahead of me. And I thought filming this was a great idea, but I don't know. Anyways, the potatoes look great. They look complete, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn the heat off of that. I'll show you the finished product in just a bit. Okay, so this is how everything turned out. The potatoes look amazing and the pizzas look very nice. Now, I may have said earlier to set the oven to 350 and leave them in for 15 or 20 minutes. Please make sure that you read the instructions on the packaging of these pizza crust, because it's actually 375 for 5 to 7 minutes because they're so thin, but every oven is different, so just kind of watch them. I feel like this is perfect. I left it in for about 10 minutes and the temperature was lower at 350. So anyways, this is what it's looking like. So we're gonna cut a pizza and dig in. All right guys, this is the end product. Some people want pizza with potatoes, and some people need pizza with a nice side salad. And here is a new salad dressing that I've actually tried, and it's lemon turmeric, actually super delicious, by Premium Kitchen. I love it. You may want to add that to your arsenal of things. But it looks amazing. It looks so great. I really like it a lot. So everyone, that has been my time. I hope that you enjoyed cooking with LiiLii, and until next time, peace, abundance, blessings. Good night.